It has been a while since I've made a Nonz video, and I want to tell you that this is within the universe of Nonz, but this is a separate segment of Nonz. This is an alternate universe of Nonz, and this is a specific team that is before the prelogue that literally does not have anything to do with the first season. It's spoiler free, but is a part of the main timeline continuity, but it is still only in the segments of before we get to the first chapter, before Goodbye Muyoto, the main character, is even born. So this team is called Bling. Bling is an organization that the Federation uses in terms of emergency in case of anything drastic happens. And Bling is a small group, but they're a very powerful small group of individuals. Now, let me say that Bling, my original rough draft, was specifically made just for a side character and literally a different universe for Nonz just to reflect on. Kind of like Edelos, but it's not Edelos at all. What it is this. It is a separate universe, kind of like the Lulu's universe, but it is run by Bling, and Bling is the federation of that universe, but Bling is only a couple of members, and basically a small world that is kind of civilized, but, you know, compared to our world, it's not nearly as big. So, Bling consists of the leader, Flipskin, who is a parody of Flippy from Happy Tree Friends, and Flipskin is a veteran. And his power is to control military weaponry. The second command is Aristotle. I am still working on our character name. This was a rough draft series I have made, but it will be in the continuity of Nonz. So this is Ares, based off the Ares from actual fairy tale, but C power is to control her puff pink balls like cotton candy, sticky balls, but she's also a master of hand-to-hand combat. She has superhuman strength, but she can also trap you with her sticky cotton candy gum that comes out of her hair, based off Ares from fairy tale. And there was a thing that I was going to make called Huey Shika, which literally was a black guy wearing afro that had the Shikamaru's peaks. But the problem with that was I didn't want that. That's too much copyright infringement, but it's Huey Shika. But the funny thing is he has a ghost in the back of his, he has a ghost in his back. And the ghost has two blades and wears a bandana like Zoro. And his name is Huey Shika, but he also smokes. So he smokes, he has the Huey afro, and his name is Huey Shika. And there was a ghost sticking out of his back that controls swords like Zoro. So that was another rough draft. I don't know if I'm going to keep that, but that was one of my ideas. Okay, so that's Huey Shika, that's 3. So Droko. Droko is a marijuana snake user. What she is Droko is based off Anko from Naruto, when all I did was smoke weed and play Ultimate Ninja Storm. So Droko is kind of like a main version of Anko. A more powerful version of Anko that actually makes a difference in her universe. And her thing is that she can control giant snakes of marijuana, and she can also do anything a marijuana plant does, but she does it in the form of snakes, So how families work in Nonz is that they're different palette scaring based off the same ability, like how Goodbye Muyoto is to control mood bombs, Jits is mood missiles, and Rogata has a mood tank. So literally, second-born son, first-born son, and dad. So that's how power scaling works in Nonz, okay? So Gabaya's family has a very hacks ability. If you guys don't understand about the complex abilities Nonz, go watch Boomer Red Dodger's video and go watch Goodbye Muyoto's video, and you see kind of like how clan members work in Nonz. But this Droko literally can do other things, like her snakes can turn into scythes. She can summon her snakes, and every single snake is an individual scythe, and she's really, really dope. Because she has weaponry. They don't just use their quirk in Nonz. Like, there's other shit in Nonz that you can do, and that is going to be explained in a future video, just how abilities work in Nonz in general. But this Droko was there, and Murukai was a parody of me. So Murukai is basically me, like, wear just, a regular beige jacket, looking like a photographer, wear a black beanie with dreads. That is Murukai. Murukai is basically, he draws comic books, and this is why it's kind of a parody. It's an alternate universe of Nonz. So Murukai literally is just drawing, and what he does is he can trap you in the comic book and he controls your own storyline, but he's really weak. He has to trap you. Like, he has to trick you into getting into his comic book. He can summon things, but he's not as nearly as powerful as Ink Ocean. If you don't know who Ink Ocean is, go to Zaf's profile video where Ink Ocean's ability is to summon anything he draws with graffiti to life. But Murukai sucks because Murukai isn't really that good at drawing. He can only draw stick figures and stuff. So that's his, handicap. But Murukai is really cool. He's really funny, He got recruited when he was 17, and they called him, hey, we can't bring him along. He's just a child. And, it was so fucking funny, So, literally, Bang Bling consists of those members, and every single time, Bang Bling has, like, a series of enemies. If it's kind of like just an alternate universe. So Bang Bling has this enemy that I thought of way back in the day called Colucci, which is a parody of Rob Lucci and Metacooler from Dragon Ball Z. And what Colucci is literally just, he can stretch like Luffy and shit, but everything is metal. And he's just as fast as Lucci. He's basically everything Metacooler is with Rob Lucci. He's super fucking powerful. So that is a story from another day. He's part of something I cannot spoil. And that was literally my idea of Bang Bling. So Bang Bling has a lot of things going for them. It's just a separate universe. But they come from a time where, the Federation couldn't be trusted because no one knew how to use their hyphy juice correctly. Nobody knew how to power scale correctly. This is better for everyone was getting things together. Back when Matt Kai was still around was when Bang Bling was in the creation. They weren't thought of yet, but something needed to happen, and what happened was Bang Bling. Bang Bling was literally just a separate universe to make sure all the other universes stay intact. So that is a side alternate timeline basically for Nonz, a little alternate universe, and its name is Bang Bling.